Okay, what is up YouTube, Zain Rahman? And in today's video, I'm going to be talking about creatine. Okay, so we'll go over what creatine is, what are its benefits, how you should use it, who can use it, the types of creatine, and all that good stuff. Before I begin, not a certified nutritionist, not a dietitian, not a doctor. So don't listen to me, don't believe anything I say, don't do anything I do. I'm not encouraging you to take supplements, I'm not encouraging you to take creatine. If you want to use it, you should go ahead and consult with your doctor or a nutritionist or dietitian and do whatever they say. Okay, don't do anything I do. All right, now what is creatine? Creatine is a nutrient, the molecular structure of which is similar to amino acids, which are the building blocks of protein. And creatine is produced in our body. Okay, it's produced by our kidneys, pancreas, and liver. And the average body produces about 1 gram of creatine in a day. It is stored in our skeletal muscles. You can also ingest creatine if you consume red meat and fish regularly on your diet because they are full of creatine. So, if you have red meat and fish on your diet, if you have those regularly, then you would be getting in 1 gram of creatine from those. And taking up to 5 grams of creatine can enhance athletic performance. Okay, so this is why a lot of people add creatine to their diets, to their supplement stacks. And going into the types of creatine, so creatine is the most researched supplement. Okay, so I mean, it has been researched so many times and for so long, and it's still in the market. So it's pretty safe. It's actually safe for everyone, from kids to your grandparents or older individuals. So anyone can take it, and I'm not encouraging you to give supplements and creatine to your kids and grandparents, but I'm just saying it as it is. And vegans and vegetarians are generally deficient of creatine in their systems because they don't incorporate red meat and fish into their diet. And creatine supplements are safe for vegans and vegetarians because the raw materials that go into the production of creatine supplements, they are not of an animal origin, so they are not an animal product. So vegans and vegetarians should incorporate it in their diet to compensate for the lack of creatine that they get from their diets and to enhance their performance and all that good stuff. And the most common, most easily available type of creatine is creatine monohydrate, and it is also the most bioavailable. That means that it would be efficiently absorbed and utilized by most humans, say 99.9%. And it is also the cheapest creatine. Now, creatine does a lot for you, and it is one of the cheapest supplements, if not the cheapest. So I think that's great. And creatine monohydrate, like I said, it's easily available and it is the most bioavailable one. So it will be very well utilized by your body. There are other types like creatine ethyl ester, creatine hydrochloride, buffer creatine, liquid creatine, and creatine magnesium chelate. And some studies might suggest that stuff like creatine hydrochloride dissolves better in water, or creatine ethyl ester might be more easily absorbed by your body. But like I said, creatine monohydrate is the most common, it is the cheapest, it is easily available, and among all the types of creatine, it is the one which is the most researched, and yeah, you will utilize it easily. Most people, 99.9%. So it's pretty safe if you go in for a creatine monohydrate. There might be some products available that are creatine blends, so they would contain more than one types of creatine, and this would allow you to hit your creatine needs from different directions, different angles. So you can choose whichever one you think is best for you. And if you want, you can go into further research of these different types of creatine. You can Google it or whatever. Okay, now, how should you use creatine? Now, some people would suggest loading creatine, and like this means getting in 10 grams or 15 or even 20 grams a day for a week or say 2 weeks. So what this will basically do is it will max out your creatine stores. in your body, and then you just go into a maintenance phase where you'll be taking in the suggested 3 to 5 grams serving a day, and then using it for a period of time. But I wouldn't personally recommend creatine loading, because there's only a maximum amount of creatine that your body can store, and going over that you go into a maintenance. But once those creatine stores in your body are maxed out, they remain that way for some time. Okay, so if you are loading creatine, it is safe. You can consume up to 20 grams of creatine safely in a day. But if you go into creatine loading, you would basically load up or max out your creatine stores sooner in the 1 week or 2 week loading time, and then you'll just be basically maintaining your creatine reserves. And if you do it for a longer period of time, I think it leaves out more room for progression, because it comes down to the same thing. If you take in that 3 or 4 gram serving for a month, or you load on creatine for a week or 10 days, you'll be at the same spot with loading in a week, and without loading in a month or whatever. So you end up in the same place. And I think not loading on creatine, it gives you more room for progression, and being able to progress with your fitness goals, making it a lifestyle. That is what makes it fun. Okay, so if you're progressing, you are motivated. So I guess not loading creatine does not stress out your system as much, and also it leaves out more room for progression. So that is why I won't promote creatine loading, but you could do it if you want. Okay, and once your creatine stores are loaded, like I said, you go into a maintenance phase, and this is why you should cycle on and off creatine. Like, I would use a creatine supplement for around 3 months, and then when my stores are loaded, it would take 4 to 6 months before they go back to that level they were at before I had started using the supplement. Okay, so you should keep cycling creatine on and off. You can do what I suggested: 3 months on, 1 month off, or 2 months on, 1 month off, whichever you think suits you better. And this, I believe, also would give you a better rebound when you cycle back on, because your creatine stores would be depleted, and then you would be loading them again. So this gives you an opportunity to have a good rebound from going on and off creatine. Okay, now the benefits of creatine, and why I think it is the best supplement, and how it makes you jacked. Now, creatine frees up ATP, which is adenylyl triphosphate, in our bodies. Most of the energy that we get from food and all that stuff is ADP, that is adenylyl diphosphate. Okay, so when you take creatine, you actually have more energy. You have the ATP, which your body would not have otherwise. All right, so it gives you more energy, and ATP is the energy that our brain and muscle tissues utilize for functioning. And so this would just give more energy to your brain and to your muscles. So creatine enhances brain function, and it also enhances athletic performance, because you have more energy. And also what creatine does is that it starts pulling water into your muscles. Okay, so it starts partitioning water into your muscles, and it can also help with food uptake, and of course it helps with water uptake. I have talked about glycogen in my earlier videos, which is a form of glucose that is stored in our muscles for energy, as an energy reserve, and carbs get converted into glycogen. So these carbs, this glycogen in your muscles, it holds water, okay, between itself, and this is the water that creatine pulls into your muscles. So this is how your athletic performance enhances, not only because you have more energy from the ATP, but also because your muscles are more loaded and they are more lubricated. So creatine allows you to do 2 more reps in each set. Okay, so you can progress incredibly with your training. You can do more reps, and maybe you can push a little more weight. And this is how I believe creatine can contribute into making you jacked or ripped, or being Superman or Captain America, or whatever it is that you want to be. Creatine will take you closer to that goal, obviously combined with hard training, and doing a good diet, supplementing it to a good quality diet with other quality proteins. And so yeah, the more energy and the more water would allow you to train harder than last time, as Coach Greg would say. And when you keep training in this progressive manner, it will be a catalyst to your progress. Okay, so creatine can make you jacked if you use it in the right way and do the other right things that you should be doing. Yeah, so I think it's an incredible supplement because it enhances your brain function and athletic performance, and it kind of makes you stronger, and also because it keeps you well hydrated and improves brain function, and it also prevents several muscular diseases. All right, so I mean, how much can you ask a supplement to do for that price? So I think it's incredible. I think it's the best supplement that you can take for athletic performance and for wellness. And now going into some side effects that you might experience from using creatine. Now, when you start using creatine, when your body is not used to it, you might be bloated or have water retention initially till your body gets used to the creatine. Okay, so this is nothing major. It's pretty normal. Your body will get accustomed to it, and then it will start pushing water into the right places into your muscles. So that is one of the side effects that you can have, bloating or water retention. And creatine might affect your kidneys, all right, if you're not drinking in enough water, because it is a heavy particle. It's not something that dissolves in water completely. It's kind of suspended in water, and it's a heavy particle, so you should be drinking in plenty of water so your kidneys process it in the right way. And if you're purposefully not drinking enough water, then maybe that can do some harm to your kidneys. But creatine will naturally start pulling more water into your body. You would be more thirsty. You would be drinking in a lot of water. So I would suggest you drink at least 4 liters of water a day, so that you process creatine in a good way. And some labels might suggest 8 glasses, or that would be 2 liters, I believe. But drink 4 liters so that your creatine is processing correctly in your body, and you don't face any issues. And I think this would be a pretty rare occurrence because, like I said, you would be drinking more water, and creatine actually helps with the functioning of your kidneys, okay, because they function better when you're on creatine. So as long as you're drinking enough water, I think you should be good. Some other side effects you might experience would be weight gain, of course, from the water retention, and because your body is holding more water. So don't hate yourself for it. Go by what you look like in the mirror. You just might be holding more water, and this water might be increasing your weight. So the worst side effects of it, I believe, would be diarrhea. But I've been using creatine for 5 months, and of course, I eat clean and have never experienced diarrhea or something like that. But I think that would be the worst case scenario. And that pretty much does it for creatine, which I believe is a wonder supplement because everyone can use it, and it enhances the functioning of your brain and body. It improves athletic performance, and it also helps with water uptake and in prevention of muscular diseases and so much stuff. So I think it's a great supplement, but of course I'm not encouraging you to take or to give creatine to anyone else. Check with a doctor and do whatever they say. And yeah, I guess I'll leave this video at that. So that was about the creatine, and let me know what you thought. Leave your comments. I hope you like the video. Like the video if you like it, and share it. Subscribe to my channel. Follow me on Instagram. The handle is Radio Protector. The link is in the description. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video where I'll review the creatine supplement that I'm using right now. Peace.